6 starts now.
It was never on Megan's list.
A sexually violent predator with a past rooted more than 1,000 miles away is caught living in a local community, and neighbors had no idea the convicted rapist had been living there for months. Thanks for watching Fox 40 News at 6. I'm Nikki Lorenzo.
And I'm Ty Steele. Here's what we know about 42-year-old Christopher Lawyer's past. In 2000, while living in Boulder, Colorado, Lawyer kidnapped a woman delivering newspapers and raped her at gunpoint. Just one day before that violent encounter, he forced his way into another home, tried to attack another woman. She was able to escape, but in 2016, he was designated as a sexually violent predator, and after being granted parole, he attempted to move into a Boulder neighborhood where outraged neighbors encouraged the Colorado Department of Corrections to block his relocation. Now, he's been arrested in Carmichael in violation of his parole.
Fox 40's Doug Johnson joining us live now after speaking with neighbors fearful they had no idea he had been living nearby for months. Doug.
That's right, Nikki. He moved here in October, but it wasn't until last week the neighbors found out who Lawyer really was.
We've never had an event like this before. It's the first time ever.
Phil Quinley is one of a dozen neighbors who is glad Christopher Lawyer is once again behind bars.
Because we shouldn't have somebody like that living around here. There's a lot of young kids here. There used to be a lot of young girls.
Lawyer was arrested on Monday night for violating his parole. The Sacramento Sheriff's Department says he was out past his 10 p.m. curfew.
He has to be home or at his place of residence after, and he violated that term.
17 years ago, Lawyer was convicted for kidnapping and raping a woman at gunpoint in Boulder, Colorado. After serving his time, he was paroled to his mother's house outside of Boulder. But after less than a month of living there, Lawyer was arrested for a different parole violation, possession of images depicting torture and rape. Then 4 months ago, after trying and failing to move to another Boulder neighborhood, Lawyer then moved more than 1,100 miles away to this home in Carmichael. But after 5 months, Quinley says none of his neighbors knew that they were living near a sexually violent predator until someone saw him on an online sex registry last week.
I've talked to all the neighbors here, and nobody knew at all. He was never on Megan's list. That's right. He just recently got put on it, from what we understand. And that's a big mistake, I think.
We knocked on the home where Lawyer was living with his aunt and her boyfriend.
Just wanted to stop in and see if you guys wanted to speak about Chris Lawyer. Understand he was arrested.
Speak about it.
Okay, just no comments.
No comment.
Sacramento Sheriff's Department says Lawyer was on local databases, and they don't always alert neighborhoods. Did you go door to door and telling them, hey, he's moving in?
So no, that's not something we do.
But Quinley feels somebody should have said something.
I think we should have been informed more properly. Either Colorado dropped the ball, and I think California dropped the ball too, because they didn't obviously look into it.
And Lawyer is being held here at the Sacramento County Jail. He is not being given the option to bail out, and a parole board will decide if he's allowed to stay here in California or if he has to go back to Colorado. Reporting live in downtown Sacramento tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
Doug, thanks. And the Sacramento Sheriff's Department says their website does have an app which will alert residents when a sex predator moves in.
And some more now on Christopher Lawyer, who made headlines last year when he was found to be texting with a woman just days before she disappeared and was found dead in the woods. Yin Wong's remains were discovered in the forest outside Auburn. The 33-year-old left behind 3 children. Her family told detectives they found out she met Lawyer at a Sacramento grocery store and exchanged phone numbers. Sheriff's detectives say Lawyer had nothing to do with her disappearance. He was at work when Wong went missing.
Following breaking news right now.